Putin News Today. The RM-70 vampire, what is it? Threat from Eastern Europe hangs over Russia's Belgorod district. Despite continuing border hostilities, Russia claims to have destroyed tens of rockets launched from Ukrainian territory by Vampire Multiple Launch Rocket Systems, MLRS, manufactured in the Czech Republic over the weekend. The Russian Defense Ministry announced on Monday morning that it has intercepted and neutralized an RM-70 Vampire MLRS strike on Belgorod by the Ukrainian military. At around 8:30 a.m. local time, 1:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Russian air defenses destroyed 10 rockets in the air over the border region, according to Moscow. Over the Belgorod region, which borders northeastern Ukraine, Russia said at around the same time on Sunday that it had shot down 9 Vampire rockets. Earlier on Sunday, the Kremlin released a different statement in which it claimed credit for shooting down 23 Vampire rockets and destroying 1 Vampire MLRS combat vehicle near the Belgorod-Ukraine border. The Vampire MLRS has been in use by Ukrainian forces since the beginning of the war. According to Marina Myron, a postdoctoral researcher at King's College London's War Studies Department, these are conventional artillery systems that have seen extensive use in cross-border attacks. She informed Newsweek that the devices can launch as many as 40 rockets in less than a minute, a phenomenon known as concentrated bursts of fire. She went on to say that these are more commonly employed to target moving troops or equipment than solid targets. Based on an 8x8 truck chassis, the Vampire can swiftly leave its firing position before the enemy can find it and retaliate, according to Myron. Throughout the over 2 years of conflict, Russia has blamed Ukrainian forces for the persistent artillery fire into the Belgorod region. The region's governor, Vyacheslav Gladkov, reported 2 casualties in shelling in the border settlement of Nikolsko, south of Belgorod, on Monday. Shelling has become routine. Myron speculated that the shortage of 155mm artillery ammunition may be the reason Ukraine has been using the Vampire MLRS more frequently recently. We use 122mm rockets in the Vampire MLRS. The overwhelming reliance on Vampire could be because Ukraine possesses more shells of 122mm caliber, she explained. Also on Sunday, Moscow claimed credit for thwarting what it termed sabotage and reconnaissance cells of Ukrainian terrorists from penetrating Russian Federation border area near the Belgorod settlement of Kazinka. On Sunday, Russian partisans who support Ukraine asserted control over the administration building and border town of Gorkovsky near Belgorod. To the east of Kazinka is Gorkovsky. In their public remarks over the weekend, the Russian authorities completely avoided discussing Russian partisan groups or the settlement of Gorkovsky. March 12 saw the invasion of Belgorod and the Kursk border region by a number of Russian factions operating out of Ukraine, notably the Siberian Battalion and the Freedom for Russia Legion. Claiming that the rebels were Ukrainian, Russia's defense ministry announced that it had put an end to the cross-border rebellion. The Ukrainian capital initially claimed the organizations were acting autonomously after the March 12 incident, but then changed its mind and stated it would back the anti-Kremlin factions.